Welcome to another episode of the Throne of Angels video blog. I am your host, Derek Osborne, joined today by my co-host,
Tim Gorkleski, as usual.
As usual, thank you very much, Tim. Today, this episode, we're going to go over something I'm very excited about. Woo! Super excited. This, you'll see it in a second because obviously I'll put the camera on it. This is the frame sets for the Throne of Angels Project Modular Terrain. Built to my exacting specifications, because I do not have an engineering degree, by my friend Austin Thompson over at Death Ray Designs, also known as brushforhire.com. Link below. Anyways, we will also go over these once again, which obviously are our test pieces, basically planning stages of what this is going to look like. Over the next few weeks, we will obviously be putting all of these frames together and then putting all of the foam into these frames and really kind of getting this project off of the ground. Man, I'm so excited. I'm almost got goosebumps.
Yeah, me too. It's finally coming together. Finally. It's not just on paper anymore.
It's not just on paper anymore. We have physical representation of what's happening. So, super excited. Now, let's take a look at this. This will be a quick episode, but again, super excited about it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. As you can see, I've got 24 inches squared.
Of wood.
That was bad. So what this is this is the bottom side of the frame. As you can see, I have a whole stack of them right here. So this frame basically is two pieces. Up, bump the camera. So you have obviously the right side and then there's the left side piece. That obviously done for construction reasons or probably due to limitations of cutting. However, they go together really simple and easy. I will obviously have to glue these things, which is fine, but every single one of these has a 2-inch rail. This 2-inch rail is the box frame, obviously goes on the side of it. Now this is the bottom, right? I wanted my logo visible. I'm not going to cover up my logo because that would just be dumb. But Austin did something pretty dang cool with these little frames. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. You see there's a number there. That's number 1. On this side, number 2. Well, you can see where this is going. There's a number 2. And there's a number 3. So, he set it up. 2 matches 2, 3 matches 3, 4 matches 4, 1 matches 1. Brilliant setup, simple design. Now you might be asking, why are there giant holes in these things? Well, these holes are actually for magnets. Tim, why would we want to use a magnet?
Well, because of the fact that these are all going to be 2-foot by 2-foot sections of a board, you want to make sure that when we put the board together, it's not going to come flying apart in the middle of a game.
So it stays together.
Exactly.
And we need big magnets to make sure that that happens, because, you know, the little cadmium magnets,
those won't hold at all.
or the neodyne magnets, cadmium, that's a battery, excuse me. The little neodyne magnets that are, you know, I mean, even a 1/4-inch magnet's not going to be big enough. So these are 1/2-inch magnets, 1/2 inch by 1/8. They fit snug and flush in there. I've got mine on order. They should be here sometime today, according to the Amazon delivery action. But so that means we will be able to start construction as soon as possible. Now, again, we're going to go over pretty much what this table is going to look like. I'll go ahead and zoom in on that. So we ran some tests. We ran some color tests. Now, the cool thing about this is that our sponsors have stepped up in a big way. So our good friends over at the Army Painter are basically taking care of us in regards to color selection. Obviously, we've got large dry brushes here. We've got the vehicle terrain brush. Paint, right? They've covered us in regards to all of our paint needs. With cases and cases and cases of paint. We have some awesome battleground. Well, I've got the black battleground and the battlefield rocks. Obviously, this is stuff that we will use to make the table pretty. They also sent out some tufts. Paint. So we've got multiple tufts to throw down on there as well. So this table is on its way to becoming pretty, right, Tim?
Exactly. It won't just be pink foam anymore.
No pink foam!
Won't just be on paper.
It'll just be on paper. Like I said, Tim and I decided to do some testing. Right, we did color testing, and I just showed you all the paints. Again, provided by Bo over at the Army Painter. We love those guys. They're fantastic. They treat us very well. Buy their products because they're good and because they're good guys. Obviously, color testing. We went with a number of different options. Again, we wanted it to look alien, but not super alien, right? Blues, purples, reds, darker color or darker colors on the spectrum. Wanted it to be kind of a cooler table, not warm and fiery, but you know, not necessarily deep and shadowy either. So we have a couple of other testing options that we did. I need to zoom out on this one a little bit. This is texturing options. Tim, why don't you walk me through what you did here?
So essentially, the easiest way to texture this like ruined landscape is to literally just grab a chunk of concrete or a rock with a lot of texture about the size of your fist and just start rolling it across the top. That's all you really have to do. And you actually come up with this texture. So the more you push it across the top and do it in different directions and beat it into the rock or beat it into the foam like I did here, it creates a great surface with a lot of different character to it. Then on top of that, I just used a little bit of my my sand and ballast mix and threw it in there in just a couple of spots for a test. Obviously, when we do the full board, it'll look a lot better than this. We just kind of threw it in there just to see what it was going to look like next to everything, because we pretty much just painted this at random.
Yes, we did. One of the things that we did talk about at length was how to texture this board and whether or not to elevate it, right? So we wanted to keep it pretty flat, just due to the fact that we wanted, well, models not to fall over.
Exactly. It's meant for gaming, not a diorama.
Meant for gaming, not a diorama. Exactly. So the surface of pretty much all of the tiles, with the exception of the one tile that will have a crevice in the middle of it, will be flat. Now the tile that'll have a crevice in the middle of it obviously is designed for elevation. It's also designed for a specific part of the transition going from Badlands to wasteland, right? The simple fact of the matter is that we really wanted this board to be usable without having to worry about our figures taking a dive. So even with some of these deeper crevices, there's really no worry because A, they're not that deep, and B, the bases still bounce on them. We did multiple tests with multiple size bases to make sure that this wasn't an issue or a problem. The different ballasts that Tim has used here in the texture on each one of these also leads to not having to worry too much about models falling over regardless of their size. So to wrap, obviously we've got, again, our tests. We've got the boards that will be available soon from Brush for Hire. You can request the Throne of Angels modular terrain system, and that's what this is. I am excited to get these put together and to get this project on the road. Any last thoughts, Tim?
No, you said it right there. I mean, now that we finally have this as our workspace, that we can finally start putting the foam in a normal manner, this board will start coming along really, really fast. So
excellent. Woo, man, I'm ready to roll.
I am too.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Till next time, play some games.
Exactly.
Paint some models.
Lots and lots of them.
Lots and lots of them. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Have a good one.
Ha 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 ha!